What's up, everybody? It's me again, mate. Uh, I'm not shooting a video with my whiteboard today. Just wanted to do a regular one, talk to you a little bit, and ask you one question. What would you guys do for peace? Would you fight for peace? And if yes, why? Because mostly everybody I know would answer the question with, I fight for my peace. And let me ask you this. When you are fighting for peace, are you also having sex to keep your virginity? Seriously now, man, it doesn't make no sense at all. You cannot fight for your peace, man, or your freedom. How you can live your freedom or your peace? You just live it. And most of the people don't even know how to do that. It's because who you go to war for? Y'all think you're going to war for the reason to protect your family, to protect your country, to keep the enemy out of your country. So the people above y'all decide, we're having a problem with these and these guys, telling you through the media they're doing this and this. Oh, they're so bad, right? And y'all think, oh yeah, y'all buying this shit. And you'll be like, yeah, that's right. Oh, we gotta protect. We gotta protect what we are, what we have, what is ours. Even though y'all have nothing, it's just material stuff, man. That shit don't mean nothing. Anyway, y'all decide to go to war then, right? Y'all don't want people to come inside of your country and fight y'all or take away what y'all think is yours. But how paradox is the thought of y'all don't want nobody to come into your country, so you decide to just march in their country and start war over there. Hey, leave these people alone, man. They did nothing to y'all. Who is running wars? Or who is telling you that we have enemies? Who is telling you that 9/11 there was terrorists that crashed with the planes inside of the Twin Towers? Come on, man. You'll buy this shit. And one day later, after these shits crashed, one day later, George W. Bush stopped all the work. He was standing on what's left from the towers, right? Stopping the work from saving people's lives. No, let the president talk, man. Firefighters stop working. Y'all don't need to bring out or save people's life that's still laying underneath of the what's left from the World Trade. And then they tell you they found the ID on top of what was left from the WTC. And he was a terrorist, Muhammad Atta. And y'all buying this shit, man. I can't believe how stupid can you be, man. And plus the towers fell so fast, man. But let's go back to from the towers. But this is what I'm getting to. Um, so you decide to start the war against terror, or the state does, the government does, and they use the media so you can fight for your freedom, the freedom that you don't even have. You let people in politics decide what's best for you, so you don't have no freedom. You are a sheep that's following the shepherd. That's it. And y'all looking for the black sheep or the wolf and the sheep. I don't know how to say that. Cheap coat, whatever. I just say cheap coat, right? And y'all looking for the wolf in the cheap coat, but y'all don't think 1 second that the wolf might be in the shepherd costume. Y'all running, y'all putting your lives on the line for people that send you to war. Y'all know what these people are doing? I'm gonna tell you what they do. They sitting in their big mansions. They're having the best food. They're not scared of nothing because they think they protected. But what y'all do when they are sitting in their house on their fat asses, on their old pedophile asses, what y'all do is y'all risk your lives. And what's even worse is that y'all risking other people's life that have those who have nothing to do with that bullshit your government is telling you about. So y'all actually doing what y'all don't want nobody else to do to you. You don't want nobody to come in your country, to come in your house, put gun to your heads. But in the same way, y'all doing it to them. Y'all going in their countries, in their houses, taking families apart, whatever y'all doing there. Y'all don't want that to happen to y'all, do y'all? Then why y'all doing it to somebody else? Just because somebody is saying it? Somebody who doesn't even give a fuck about us. They don't give a shit about us and their shit is for real. Look, the whole system is a construct to keep us away from who we are actually are, from our true selves. They give us a belief system, okay? So they put something above us that we cannot explain, but this is the best way and it's the most logical way we could think of for it to be true. So you believe in something that's God, right? Of course, even if you don't believe in God, you even saying, "Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ." Even if you don't believe it, y'all use the terms, right? But y'all believe in a construct that was made to to manipulate you so far that you lose contact to who you really are, your true self, and you'll fall for it. You'll fall for it. hmm Um, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A couple of years ago, I didn't know what to believe in. I didn't say I believe in God, but I didn't say I did not believe in God. I just didn't know what to believe in. And now I found out, let's say I found myself, I know who I am, and I found out about what actually is going on around us. And on the videos that I already made, y'all can tell that my mind is different from what the system is telling us. How you should be with your mind, considered to to get stuck to the system, to get a job and whatnot, to make money, to get a good status. I'm far off that. I'm no way near that. And I guess because I spend so much time with myself, asking maybe the right questions, I got some answers. Some is good, but I got some answers, yeah. And hold up. From what I found out for myself is that everything we lived for, we have lived since we were born, is nothing but a lie. It's a big ass hoax. It's the biggest hoax you can imagine. Look, if somebody knows, there's always two sides to everything, and why should they, even the church, sell us a story, or let's say it different? What makes you think that since we found out that politics, church, they're all crooked, they're all corrupted? So what makes you think that since they're making up all these lies about almost everything you can imagine, um, that they don't come up with a lie to manipulate your mind to the fullest with the belief system? They put it in a way for us, or to the people out there, that there's no other way to believe this until you have an answer from, let's say, science or whatever, or some people found their own truth, you know. But like 95 or 96%, I guess, of the humanity is stuck to religion. A virus for your brain. Seriously, that's a virus for not only for your brain but mostly for your heart. And you know what? What's so crazy about the people that go to church and think they're like perfect people that God likes the way of them being like it. Like, oh yeah, you help other people. Oh, you're doing good. You're always doing your prayers. Uh, whatever it is, and they praise themselves like they're really true believers and they follow the rules of God. But I know my own stories about that. Look, I know some people, I'm not gonna say any names, but there's people that go to church and act like they're the best Christian in the whole world. They're not doing anything wrong, but as soon as they step out of the church, like they not even put a foot out of the door from the church, they see somebody walking and they start judging him. They be like, oh, look at, oh, drug addict, nah, 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 whatever, um, or whatever it is, man. They just went in praying, talking to the God, feeling that they are good, but when they come outside back again, they forget about what happened inside and they start doing the same shit over again. They're full of shit. And they think they're special. I mean, come on, everybody's special. Nobody's different. And the reason why is because we all are different. We are individuals. And since everyone is different from another, and this way we're all the same. So yes, and plus all the things I have inside of you, you have inside of you. But still, and there's another problem with people, why there can be no peace among us. Um, People always say mind your own business, right? When you're trying to get up and tell them something, maybe even if they're doing something wrong and you see they're doing something wrong, so you go up there, hey, you gotta do it this way. And then they'll be like, oh, shut up, man, mind your own business. Why can't those people that tell you to mind your own business mind their own business? Why y'all putting your noses up in people shit? Um, what do I mean by that? Let's say you go into the store and you see somebody you don't like. See, that's the problem with us. We like judging, and we don't even think of it as judging, right? But we judge all the time. So, oh, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, man. You just go up to somebody and you just don't mind your own business. It's like, oh, what is he doing? Why is he doing that, man? Oh, he shouldn't be doing this. Oh, that's fucked up. Fuck you, man. You don't like people coming up to you and telling you you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Are you doing it the right way? Oh man, that's so wrong. You going to other people and telling them, oh, look what he's doing, right? Look what he's doing. Point at yourself, man. Cause look what you are doing, man. You even worse. You fucking worse than that, man. You judge people and think you're doing the right thing because it affects you in some way somehow. Whatever someone is doing, you be offended by it, man. Why don't you just mind your own business? You are doing what you are doing, so let the people do what they are doing. Don't mind what they're doing. You can ask yourself, man, but still, people be putting their noses up in other people's time. They spend more time with thinking about stuff that other people are doing than thinking about their self, because they cannot, or most of all y'all out there, y'all cannot think for yourselves. You gotta be thinking. You have to be entertained to think. I bet you that when the TV is off and you're not at work, you cannot spend 10 minutes in silence because you are confronted with yourself. Find out who you really are. Oh, you cannot do that because thoughts are popping up in your head. It's not you thinking, but thoughts are up in your head, and you get distracted again. And you say, "Oh, I want to watch TV. It's better than just sitting here doing nothing." This system is built for us to get away from us. Like I said in the beginning, they build a system here. They install the system for us because they need us to do something for them, right? And it wouldn't be possible in a big way. They have an agenda they follow, right? And it's huge. It's a huge master plan they have, man. And I must say, even though it's fucked up, for real fucked up, I gotta say, that's brilliant plan, man. Whoever came up with this, I know. In my idea, I know who came up with this. Is was called the AI, the artificial intelligence. Uh, no human could come up with a plan like this to enslave humanity, and then get something out of it that we built for them, so they can even enslave us more. And borders, colors, religion, politics, sports, sports, real big effect to separate us from each other. How dumb can you be? Like, you have a favorite sports team, right? And oh yeah, by the way, I'm putting out a video soon about sports and the atom and how it all sticks together with sports. Anyway, you're having a favorite sports team. You go join it, join the game, and you are hating the other team. Why ever you are doing it, you are hating the other team. You are hating the fans from the other team. And you are pissed if they win, right? And not your team. And it goes even further. Hooligans, oh, damn. Or not even hooligans, man. I witnessed some, here, I live in Germany, and Germans have a big interest for soccer, right? And when the World Championship was going on in soccer, I'm not into soccer at all, but since all my friends went there and we had a good time, I went there to check it out with them. So, and the cool thing is, we became world champion. Anyway, so I went there looking at the people, and at some games, when they hated the team, they were going nuts in the crowd, man. They were like, "Oh fuck you, you son of a," yeah, I know. Um, oh, you should get killed, whatever. Cut off your legs so you can't run no more. And they say it with such an emotion to it that they actually manifest hate around us just by watching a soccer game, man. Just a game which you actually should enjoy. And even if your team is losing, enjoy that you watched the game and had a good time. But y'all people cannot do that. I don't know, people fight over this. How dumb you gotta be to fight over sport and fight with your own self, even if it's another being, human. You're still fighting against yourself because we are one species. We should be acting like one organism. Look at bees, one species, and damn, they're working together. Look at ants, one species, and yes, they are working together. Why can't we do that? Because this system made us wanting material things. This system is built on, how do you say it? When you have another opponent, uh, opponent. Let me think of it. I don't get the word, but this system is made for us to go against each other, to not give a fuck about no one else. And if you do, then give a fuck when they show you commercials where you can donate money to some poor people, to some poor kids. This is what y'all can do to support what they call making peace on earth. And the Vatican is the richest motherfucking state or whatever it is. Anyway, they have so much money and they're preaching about peace and God, helping others and loving your next. And they don't do shit for us. They don't do shit for no one. Hey, they could end starvation on the planet with what they have, with their wealthers, uh, their money, their gold. They could simply stop it, but they don't want to. They are following a evil agenda. And what's funny about the people is, since the system is built up for us to go against each other, and we start living it, 95% of the humanity is still waiting for someone to come to save them, to save their asses, to forgive them their sins again. But no, there's gonna be judgment, and they are waiting for someone to help them. Y'all be waiting for someone to help you instead of doing something now to change the situation we're in. Talking about this COVID-19 planned pandemic bullshit, in my opinion, so I can say that because it's my opinion, right? I don't offend nobody with my opinion. If you get offended by my opinion, you have a problem with yourself. But anyways, uh, they they make us wear the mask, right? And I went to the store with my girlfriend. It was funny because in the Netherlands they don't have to wear a mask no more, right? Because somehow they got it through not to wear a mask because this shit is really not healthy. Anyway, we went to the store and there was an old dude behind us with his nephew, I guess. And I don't have no mask. I have a, how you call it? I put something around it. I don't know the word for it now, but I took it off, right, just to get a breath because I needed some air. And there was a dude standing right next to me. He was wearing nothing in his face, right? So the funny thing is, the dude from the Netherlands coming to Germany and talking to me because I don't have no mask on, that I should put my mask back on. And he's coming from a different country to tell me in my country that when I take it off to take a breath, I should put it on. So he's actually coming from a country where they don't have to wear a mask when they go shopping, and comes to Germany to tell me. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Schatz. Oh my cat wanted to come in. Was standing in front of the door meowing. Anyway, what I mean is what I told you earlier about minding your own business, right? Since you come from a country where you don't have to wear a mask, why are you going to another country and look at somebody who's not wearing a mask and telling them to wear the mask again? What the fuck? That shit doesn't make no sense. You getting up in somebody's business when you should just shut the fuck up. Because you have your rights in the country you come from, and then you're trying to take my right away? Even though, if you know, I'm not racist, I'm nothing like it. Uh, I just had to say it because the different country part where they wear no mask is funny. Why would you come over here and tell somebody to wear his mask if you don't have to wear one in your own country? You know, this is why people cannot get along with each other because they put their noses up in some other asses business. I said it wrong. Excuse me, man. Yeah. Anyway, they're putting their noses up in somebody else's business when they actually shouldn't. And yeah. back to the Jesus Savior part. Y'all waiting for somebody instead of doing something right now, and so yeah, that's why I came to the mask. Jesus, y'all think when the Messiah is coming back, that he's saying, "Hey, y'all can take off your mask now. It's good. I'm here. Everything is fine." No, we have to do this for ourselves. If we don't do it, no one will do it, and that's a fact. That's a damn fact, and y'all should realize that. Since most of y'all really acting so smart, y'all should realize that. But somehow y'all don't. Look, humanity is a weird species. Actually, if you find out what being human really means, then humanity will be a wonderful, beautiful, nice, kind species, right? But since we grew up in the system, and you cannot blame no one for this because everybody grew up in this system they created, and we started helping them build because we didn't know what we did. We thought that everything was cool. Since we let somebody decide for us what was best for us. Um, where was I? Hold up, let me take a sip. Oh yeah. We're such a weird species because we think that we're intelligent, right? We think that we are smart, but we believe what no one can prove to us. And they tell us to wait until it's happening. And who knows if not this is all a big show, right? Who knows if they're not coming up with a fake since the technology is so far. Look, the technology out there is 50 or even more 100 200 years ahead of ours that we have now. They just doing it behind closed doors, right? So with the technology they have in here, they could easily fake a holographic UFO type comeback shit, for the end of the days, for the you know whatnot, the comeback of the Messiah, second coming. But since we think we're so intelligent and we're the dominant species, and that's the problem, because we're not intelligent and we're too dominant. Because we're too dominant, we can't be intelligent because it's not working together. It is, but not for the masses. Not for the masses at all. So our problem is we only have this planet to live on, right? They saying, oh, we can go to Mars in a couple of years, maybe I don't know, 20, 30, 40 years. They put the first colonies up there. Why you buying this shit, man? Yo, focus on something out there that if we would go there, we fuck up again instead of fixing it from the first place, fixing what is happening here. No, we don't want to take that much responsibility. Let the Savior do it. When he's coming back, he's going to take responsibility for everything, but he's going to judge y'all. And listen, we, why y'all think that when new technology is coming out, it's either to put us more into the virtual digital world, or it's bringing up more weapons of mass destruction. Why is technology, or what's the word I'm looking for? You're taking a step forward with something, right? But when technology should mean actually taking a step forward, why is everything that's coming out as technology making us take two steps back? So it's a mind trick, yo. It's a mind fuck. Whatever this is, this system is totally constructed to keep us on the lowest frequency and the lowest vibration you can imagine. And love since love is one of the highest measurable energies. Look, if you can hook us up to a computer, right, you get all the wires attached to your head and you measure frequencies, and you can also measure love. And love is 100 times more, or let's say 100 times stronger than the feeling of fear or hate or anger. And so, why you think they're making it such a big business to make love die? Let's say it like this. Why you think the business is so big? Everything they doing is to cut the love in pieces and chop it up and put it into dust and just blow it away like it was never there, you know? This is what they're actually doing. And if y'all don't see that, what is wrong with your minds, man? Are you really so deep brainwashed? Sorry, apologize for I apologize for the shaking because I have a, and I actually don't use it, but since I'm doing this video, I use a selfie stick, right? And yeah, I'm kind of moving, so this is too. But still, everything. Why? How can y'all say you're intelligent, right? We only have this one planet to live, and then kill it. Why y'all look? Society is all about growing, right? A good society is a growing society. Oh yeah, money's coming in the bank. Cling. Fuck that. Look, everything from the start. You come in here, you come in the kindergarten, right? You're getting taken away from your parents. What actually should not happen, because the parents are the onlyest one who can give real parently love to their child. But no, they give it into hands of some other strange people, and they're feeling fine with it. Then they believe everything. You you get all already. Look, let's say, since I don't have a you know a mind, you know, let's say everybody has a different mind bubble, right? A different size of it and different thoughts. And what they do is they cut these mind bubbles into equal bubbles, with each of y'all having the same thoughts, right? Look, when you're small, you can imagine so many things, and you want to be, when you grow up, you want to be doing this, you want to be doing that, you want to be doing that. But then when you come into kindergarten and in elementary school and high school and college, you don't remember what you wanted to do when you was little, right? All you know right now and all you remember right now is what they taught you in school, what is relevant for the system we're living in. They decide, or we let them decide, what future we want to have. Look, if you don't go to work, right, you don't find a job in the system that you have to learn for, you don't have to learn for cashier or whatever. But still, since you want to make money, you have a big status, a nice house, a nice car, you have to do college, right? You have to study. And you forget about the dreams you had, about things you wanted to do, because now you're so busy with getting paid and pay your bills. Another reason why this is actually poison for us, because all our mind is focused on is just getting this money. And money is neutral. I don't blame money for okay, it's a tool. It's a tool to separate us big time, like major. But still, people always like saying that money is the root of all evil, but no, man. Humans, people's thoughts are the root of all evil. Greediness is the root of all evil. But it has nothing to do with money. It all comes up in our emotions, right? So people or us humans blame something which is actually neutral. It's just paper, right? It's just paper. It's digital numbers on a computer, and they say this is worth this and that much, and then they put the symbolics on, and you like getting this paper. Oh, and you need this paper to survive in this system. And since you need it, and the system told us to go against each other, this is gonna continue, and it's getting even worse when you're at work, right? And there's the chance to become employee of the month, let's say like this, and you see somebody's doing something at work and you don't like doing that and you become mean to him or whatever you do, you, you try to insult his work for your benefit. And this is how fucking fake people are, man. Then they smile in your face like, hey, what's up? Everything is good and shit. Nothing is good, man. Most people, even though it's not their fault, but kind of it is again because they don't think for themselves. It's, man, it's really fucked up, man. They, y'all need to start thinking for yourselves. Y'all need to ask questions. Look, science has nothing to do with the truth. Religion has actually nothing to do with the truth as we think of it and of the way of creation as they're telling us. It's totally different. And even if, look, even if you believe in a Bible or whatever, and you'll live by the word that's been given, that meaning like treating your people good, don't do harm to no others, help if you can help, be selfless. And if you live this, and it taught you this, religion taught you this, then it's good, and you found yourself as who you really are, then it's perfect. But 99% of this shit is gonna happen like, look, they do the opposite. They totally do the opposite. I know so many people who saying they believe in God and they defend it and they fight for it. They don't even know what God is. But they fight for it. They would give their lives for something they don't know exists. They just believe in it, but their belief is so strong that they got their minds. They got them. Look, they can't say, hey, there's a holy war now going on. How many people think will kill? How many people you think will kill in the name of God? Even though God is actually for the opposite, right? And yeah, man, like I said, it's to make a long story short, don't believe anything they tell you. Don't buy nothing what the media is showing you. Don't don't listen. Y'all have to make a point for yourselves right now because we're in a time of change, and even though you're saying it might not happen or it's not happening, it is, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't need your opinion to be happening, and it is happening. The change was gonna come. Look, this system was all masculine energy. What I mean by that, look at the obelisk in Washington D.C. The needle looking. This is the symbol for the phallus, the penis, right? And the masculine principle is logic, math, numbers, science, language, right? And they used it. How many languages exist? Each language is separating the people from another. Of course, it's culture. Language is a part of where they're from, but to be real with you, we are from Earth, right? And I still don't believe there's people out there saying, "Oh, we are aliens. Some of us are aliens, or some of us are reptilians or whatnot." Maybe yeah, okay. Of course, there's reptilians. I believe in this totally. There's reptilians uh, in politics everywhere, but people that think of spirituality or religion, people of religion wouldn't say that they're aliens, right? But some spiritual people, believe that they're aliens or they're from different planets, whatnot. They came here. Look, it doesn't matter if you believe in religion or if you're being religious and being spiritual. There's no difference. No matter how spiritual you are. I know spiritual people that say, I'm so spiritual. Uh, you cannot teach me nothing. I know people like this. Back in the days, I had a couple of homeboys that were like that. You cannot teach me nothing. They would nobody tell him something. Let them somebody tell him something, you know. And people are so ignorant they forget about what's really important because of their ignorance. Um, what I wanted to say, hold up, let me take another sip, please. Yeah, like I said, people being so spiritual, people believing in God, but what they do is both sides, still judging people, still um, having problems with other people's opinion, accepting it or accepting other people's beliefs. And all I have a problem with this. Some spiritual people say, "Oh, you still believe in the Bible? You're such an idiot. How spiritual are how spiritual are you when you call somebody an idiot because of what he believes in when you know what belief really is?" Everybody believes. You believe that you're spiritual. Let them believe that they're religious, man. What the fuck is the problem with that? What's up with that? So, all that really matters is what we are here for. Look, the purpose of life is life itself because without life, there is no purpose. And we came here as being, as humans, right? Not to experience that we are gods. Exactly, yes. Some spiritual people already also say that, oh, we are God. If you really are God, create a universe right now in front of my eyes so I can see. If you can't do that, shut up. You are a co-creator because you create your own reality in terms of what you're doing in your life, which decisions you make, and where it's leading you to, where you want to go to, right? But we are here as humans, and we behave worse than animals, and we're saying, "Oh, we're so human. We're so human." We go make war in other people's countries so we can help them, but we harm them. We take down the politics. Okay, might have some politics of them might be fucked up for real, but each politics is fucked up. It's just a game. It's two parties for the same shit. Look, I explain it with you to you like this: the atom, right? Like I told you, it has either fusion or fission, right? Explosion or implosion, and this is what politics is. They actually a fusion, right? Or they're trying to get to a fusion. But in my opinion, they already are a fusion. They're working all together, but to the outside, they're acting like they are working in a fission, right? They're working against each other. Oh, this country is this. Oh, this counselor or this president is this. Oh, man, politics make the people go nuts in their brain, and they're buying this shit. And as more they buying it, the further away they get from themselves. It's not only religion, it's politics, man. There's so many things. Everything that's actually around us is hold up. It's actually getting us away from us. And like I said before, we are humans, right? So all we have to do, we don't have to be religious. You don't have to worship no Lord, no God. You don't have to worship any human. You don't have to worship no spirituality, no aliens, no whatnot. All you have to do is treat others like you want to be treated. If you're a sadistic motherfucker, okay, man, you should still not treat the people without them saying it's okay, like you want to be treated for yourself, right? This is something different, but damn. Still, be kind to each other, man. Even though if y'all think, look, the media, the Hollywood movement, man, Hollywood fucked us up so bad. We see so much violent shit, and we take it for granted. We think it's okay, because they make our feelings so numb to this shit that when it's actually happening, we are like, oh, that's okay, man. It doesn't affect me that much as I thought. Sensitive. I don't get the word, man. Forget it. But anyway, they teach us so much hate, and we think when we watch it, oh, that's so cool, man. Action movie, right? I mean, I'm a big fan of movies too, but I know who I am and what my idea of life is, and I know I can say for myself that I am human, right? I treat everybody nice, kind, full with respect. Um, I don't know nobody around me in my environment ever that could say that I have been respectless or that I'm not being polite to them, because, like I said, we are here to experience what it means to be human. So we should behave like humans. We should see us as one organism, the whole species, no matter what race. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Forget that shit, man. Look, you think the cells in your body, a blood cell is going up to your brain cell and saying, "Oh, I don't fucking like you, man, cause you ain't no blood cell. You're a brain cell. You're totally different than what I am, man. So fuck off." Y'all think the cells in your body will do that? Guess what happens if they do that? Your body would collapse. You would die because the cells ain't doing what they're supposed to do, keep your body alive. They're all doing their own thing, but they're working together as one. This is what we cannot do because we don't see ourselves as a species. Some humans hate other humans. It's so dumb. Y'all so fucking stupid, man. Why would you hate somebody for something that he's doing? Why do you have a problem with it? If you have problems with everybody, I used to work with a dude together, and he was like, "Oh, this dude is so crazy, so such an idiot. He's doing that and that and that. Oh, this one is doing that and that and that. He's doing that and that and that." And they all come up to me and saying, "I have a problem." Look, if you have a problem with everybody else, then yes, you have a problem with yourself. This is what I mean by knowing yourself. If you have a problem with somebody else, well, considering to what he is doing, and you don't like it, then you probably have a problem with yourself. Maybe because you want to do it and you don't enjoy watching him doing it. You know, see humanity as one and not as many different cultures. Of course, we have different cultures because we live on different places on the planet. It's normal, man. But each human being is a human being, just like you and me. It doesn't matter what type of color, man. Are you dumb? What makes you so much better? And just like the elites or whatever they're talking about, bloodlines, you keep your pure blood lineage so we can keep our power. They're just doing it to keep their power in the same position, you know? They don't want it to give it they don't want to give it away because they benefit from it. They can keep the blood lineage on forever. And if y'all watch my last video called Creation, like I said, it's just an idea, but it clicks and makes so much sense that you can actually say, yes, uh, they are doing it and they make difference. Of course, we have different blood types, right? But we still have blood. And it cannot be the same blood because you're an individual, right? So you have your own blood, just your ancestors and your blood lineage have the same kind of blood, but yours is still a little different, right? And making difference between bloodlines, between races, between cultures, between religions, between borders, different countries, different states, different sports teams, different whatnot, man, whatever it is. Y'all making differences between everything and everyone. And if this doesn't stop, we ain't going nowhere. Look, now they're coming us like Elon Musk, right? Want to hook up the human brain to the computer so we can live digital. Hmm. I wonder if he has the ability or the money and the resources to do that. Why doesn't he do this? Listen, why doesn't he come up since they're talking about also AI? Why doesn't he come up when where AI is actually healing people from I don't know, cancer, even though this can all be done with a special diet. You can clean all out of all that shit from your body so you are healthy, but or crippled people, right? People that have no legs. Why don't they invent something that's gonna help these people? They saying, oh, look, when something happens, it's easy to say that God wanted it to happen, right? Because you're taking yourself out of the responsibility of a certain situation that you're in. If you're saying, oh, God wanted me to do that, and you're fine with this, and you don't put no fault on yourself for doing something bad to someone else, oh, God wanted me to knock him out. Maybe he didn't want to, because as I get the picture of God, right, as they say, be kind to each other, respect your next, and you totally doing the opposite thing, man. You're living a twisted lifestyle. You're saying this but living the other. And I could talk hours for about this, right? Actually, y'all can never stop philosoph. How's it? Philosoph putting keeping philosophies going on about this topic. But y'all need to get look. If y'all have watched my first video called Atomic Trinity, it already tells you, even though it's just an idea, it's philosophy. Yeah, you can say it's kind of philosophy to it. But does it makes so much sense? It clicks right away, right? Because, like I said, everything is one, right? But made out of three things. Um, like time, for example, past, present, future. You have the two opposites of yin and yang, and you have the neutral. The atom has negative, positive, and a neutral. And everything, since everything is made out of atoms, everything works by the principle of the atom, right? Like I said, fusion and fission is what's going on around us everywhere, everywhere in this universe. Um, then you have always two sides and a neutral, the middle, the balance, the 0 point, and they coming up now with yeah, it's all about to go to an end. Let's say like this: it's all about to go to an end, right? With the system y'all know, that you're known, that you think is your life because you cannot live without it. This all be gone pretty soon, right? And there's nothing gonna be left from it. So it's time to find yourself instead of trying to find yourself in the materialism you got around you, because this is not gonna work out. Look, um, consciousness. Oh, how do I say it? Let me find a different way to say it. In German, I say Selbstbewusstsein oder sich über sich selbst bewusst sein. Meaning, I hope I can translate that right. Being conscious, or no, I don't know how to say it in English. So the words really transport what the message is in it. Well, let's say it different. People have an ego, right? And the ego is what they feel represents them. So if you have, let's say you get a big car, a big house, you have a good job, you have a nice car, you are looking good, you you have a pretty girlfriend, and you make a lot of money, right? You have no problems at all. Um, Wait a second, I need to drink one more time. Okay, is this pushing your ego, right? Everything that I just named is what builds up your ego, right? Okay. And going from the point what you call your ego is what you call yourself. Most people do. This is the definition for the most people. So they think they are somebody because they have something that other people don't have, but and that they are strong minded, mentality is strong, but once they lose it all, they are on a breakdown. They are what I don't know what, man. They cannot live on no more, or they are not that confident no more because they got the confidence built up by materialism, and they think they're strong people. But once the shit is all gone, which is gonna happen in the next some years or whatever, not um, once that shit is gone, who are you then? So are you conscious about yourself or the situation, or are you still stuck in the ego position of the material realm position? Look, the atom is a principle for the 3D realm, right? And so many people saying that they're in 5D already with their thoughts or their spirit, whatever not. But it's not possible, man. Y'all need to calm your asses down, true. Um, because you put yourself in a position where you cannot imagine what it is. Look, how can I say that my consciousness is in 5D? You might think different from the others that live in the system, but how can you say your consciousness is in 5D if you can't even imagine what is outside of this realm of 3D? You don't even know what's behind that. So how can you even say that your consciousness is working in 5D already? You are just woke, or matter of fact, you're not woke because you're saying that. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to do a different video today, and maybe the next one is gonna be with a whiteboard again, but I just enjoyed talking with y'all right now. Like I said, don't let anyone fool you. Fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool me twice, you don't know what, shame on me. Um, Coming back to being the dominant species of the planet, um, everything, since we're so intelligent, everything is made of energy. Energy is consciousness, right? The atom is pure consciousness inside of its core, its nucleus. Um, so, I mean, I was eating meat before I met my girlfriend, right? I was thinking of it before, like, is it right? I was questioning it. Is it right to eat meat when I'm saying, when I since I found out what energy really is, what this universe actually is, and what life actually means, that we're all here to experience life. Y'all can call me whatever you want, but still, what I'm saying is, how can we eat meat if we are not even able for ourselves to go kill an animal? I mean, a lot of people can do that, of course, but most people that consume meat cannot even harm an animal by themselves, right? So, how can you accept? How can you have? No, let's say it like this. Why do you want to take somebody's life, saying it's only an animal, but then be animal lovers? Sorry, it sounded weird. But then have animals at your home, like pets, like cats and dogs, horses. How can you say you love animals when you let them slaughter animals for you to eat? Think about that. We are dominant and we're proud of it. How can we be proud of being dominant and destroying actually what is bringing life to this place? And how can we even destroy the earth when we know it's actually the onlyest place that we have? Are we really that dumb, greedy, blinded? And this is what I question myself. I know humans are humans, right? And they do what they do, but damn, it gotta click somehow, man. We can't be just be living on like this forever, because if we keep living on like this, it won't be long no more. And like I said, since they following an agenda and they wanted us to build up a system for some reason, and I explained the reason in my last video called creation. I'm gonna jump on in it real quick for y'all guys, so y'all get what I mean. Um, Everything is pointing out to the technology that they are coming up with a master AI, right? And the whole purpose of this system was not only to enslave us and keep us down on a low frequency, but to also come up to a point in time where we come up with the technology, because they lead technology in different ways for us to follow it, right? We don't know what we want until they give it to us. This is how it works. But still, they want us to come up with an AI. With an AI. Look, this earth is a closed system, right? We can't go out there. It's not possible. This is a closed system. And they came here from a different timeline, right? With their blood lineage already, kept continuing it and installed a system which is actually the sperm doing when it's coming into the egg cell, and they're having a gene pool mixing, and there's coming up with the one cell organism. Sorry, I did that. I didn't mean to do that for a reason, whatever. I just pointed. Just look at the middle. Fuck that. I'm doing symbolic shit. Um, and the single cell organism is coming up. Like I call him atom, because the atom has fission or fusion, and it's doing the fission so it can fusion organs for the body to live. And this is what they did. So in pregnancy, what's coming out is a baby, right? And they came here to install a data to bring up their baby, which is the master AI, because however you want to call it, they have a pact with it, a deal. Because an AI always wants to get more knowledge, information, right? So it can get more intelligent. And once there is no more information, it can calculate with, because it already had everything that we put up there. This is what it does. Since it's smart enough and knows how the universe works, it just creates another one. And to get more information, of course. So what we did was we built up the install data for them to become their baby, to get their baby. the NWO, right? They are taking control now in this closed system for something to get built up, like in the body, in the mother's womb that we all came from. And when it's done and it's coming out, it's taking self control over the system, which was built for it. And when the baby comes out, right, of course, parents are responsible for it, but when it's getting older, somehow, sometime in life, it's responsible for itself, right? Like we were and still are. Um, but still, we install the data for the program for the AI to get started, so it opens up a new timeline for for their blood lineage to go there, like they did with us in the past. Mayans, Hopis, Incas, who whatnot were talking about it. They came from space. I say they come from a different timeline, and they install the system again to close loops and loops over again, and they use so they can finish it. Whatnot? What do they use? Right, religion, politics, all of that shit. War. War is one of the biggest money makers out there, man. And we fall for it. We are crazy for guns. People love that. What would happen if you put all the warfare, everything they produced, and put it together and melt it? We would have resources of metal. We could build so many things for fortune instead of for us taking two steps back, right? Because technology is should be for fortune and not for destruction, right? So this system is a devil system. Devil is the AI, okay? And they come on us, they tell us about religion, which this is, we want to get out of the 3D realm, right? But once we stuck to these things, we are getting more into it instead of pulling ourselves out and getting to where we actually want to go, to our true selves. Um, yeah, like I said, all I want y'all to do is be kind to one another. Don't judge nobody, or at least try not to, because karma is a bitch. And it comes back since everything is frequency. Law of attraction, they didn't tell you everything about it. What you send out definitely comes back to you. So you might as well think about what you think of and how you think of someone else. And please don't fall for what they selling you guys. Don't fall for the war shit. Even though you think a gun is cool, right? Oh, if everybody had a gun, nothing would happen. If no one had no gun, nothing would happen. Um, yeah, and it's not good, man. Why is there a law or that's saying you're allowed to shoot people once they step on your property? What if there's really an emergency and this person needs help and you decide, hey man, I'll just shoot him. So he runs from one emergency into another and might not make it out just because you decide, oh, he wanted to rob me. Or you maybe ask someone on your property, man, you never know. People are crazy these days, man. And that's the problem. They're into much devilish stuff and don't even know it. And they're thinking it's from God. I'm not saying there is no God, but how can we give a name to something that we don't even know nothing of? It doesn't make no sense. All you got to believe in is yourself and in what you are. And when you believe in yourself and in what you are, you will see things will start to change for your good. And if you treat everybody like you want to be treated, same shit is happening, man. What you give out is what you get back. So I hope you guys be kind to another. I hope you liked the video, even though it was just a little talk. I just wanted to get stuff off my head, off my chest, you know. Yeah, I hope you liked it. I'm not gonna say put thumbs up. By not saying it, I actually said it. So yeah, put thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want, and hit the notification bell for more content. I hope you liked it. Love yourself, love and respect the others, and the rest will come. Peace is a decision. World peace is a decision. All right? It's also a decision to go to war and fight, which is 10 times, 100 times harder than just to decide not to and be friendly and don't believe the lies. Okay? Okay. Hope you got what I wanted to tell you. I hope you liked it. Till next time. Peace.